Not everybody wakes up first thing in the morning as bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. In fact, you can find yourself as deflated as this tire. I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today we're going to go over ways to inflate myself in the morning to get motivated to write. So how do I boost my motivation to write first thing in the morning? Well, first of all, I get in some exercise. I'm a big fan of getting my heart rate up by using the Xbox Connect and the Body Blade lately. In fact, I've used the Xbox Connect for quite some time and I've lost 80 pounds from it so far. So I definitely know that it can get my heart rate up and get me energized. Now you don't have to play the Xbox, you can do pretty much any exercise you want. The key behind it though is to make sure you get your heart rate up. This could be a morning walk, a morning jog, do some jump rope. Anything that gets the blood flowing to your brain is going to be beneficial. In fact, I notice that I have my best days when I exercise. That's not just for motivation either, that's being focused and being able to handle my workload. Next thing I do, I turn on my playlist. Aside from exercise, nothing gets my heart going more than that right song first thing in the morning. You know the one that kind of just revs your engine, the beat gets to you and you're ready to tackle the day. In fact, I got a massive playlist of songs that I listen to first thing in the morning. And they're usually playing when I'm playing the Xbox. But never underestimate the value of a strong playlist. Next thing I do is I set my sight on some goals. I strive to do better today than what I did yesterday. And technically I scan everything throughout the entire week, so I try to do better this week than I did last week. In fact, it's this mentality that made me such a success on Content Mills. That's because I would track every single thing I ever wrote, all the time that it took me to write it, and then I would compare each week individually. And I would strive to do more today than I did yesterday. But I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to data, so that definitely works for me. It might not work for you. The next method I use is to gamify everything. I am always in competition with myself. And like setting up the goals, I just think it's fun. Because if you can make freelance writing, blogging, or even writing a novel fun in some way, then you're more likely to keep doing it. Because that's what it's all about, really, enjoying yourself. Sure, the money's great, but if you don't like what you do, you're not going to go very far. And that's part of why I have my spreadsheet, because I gamify it. So all of the words I type is essentially my score. And every day I try to break my score. And this works whether I'm freelance writing or blogging, because I'm always striving to do better than I have been, and pumping out, maintaining a schedule on the blog has been very beneficial. And yes, I view that as my score. Now, you don't have to do that, but any way that you can gamify your experience is going to help you. Instead of dreading getting up in the morning and writing those first words, you're more excited about tackling the day. At least I am. And lastly, I always try to keep my audience in mind. Now, if you're freelance writing for a client, you really don't have an audience. Well, you have an audience of one. But as a blogger or YouTube creator, you have a much wider audience. And every time I don't write something, I feel bad because I feel like I'm letting them down. So I feel like I'm letting viewers like yourself down if I don't create a video that day. Same goes with the blog. I have 360 followers on the blog and I feel like I'm letting them all down if I don't have something published. It's all about creating that accountability. Because when you're writing from home, you're only accountable to yourself. And so I use social media and websites like YouTube and Twitter and even Facebook as a way to hold myself accountable for creating more content. That adds a sense of urgency that I need to get something published before 10:30 today, otherwise they're going to go without. Or if somebody's expecting something to be out by 10:30 and it's not published on time, I might lose them as a subscriber. So there you have it. Those are several ways that I use to get myself motivated in the morning to get working. Well, if you excuse me, I need to fill this bad boy up so I can go shopping. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about freelance writing, blogging, WordPress, text broker, anything else I cover, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And you can always support the channel by clicking the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description down below. I think it's going to do it for me today. I'll see you next time.